Hi everyone, my name's Joe Finisher, and it's been a really long time since I put some videos on the internet. Um, and I'm going to kind of go into what I've been up to for the last couple months. I guess it's been 7 months since I've put up a video, and that's been a really long time. Um, but I've just been trying to focus on work and some other personal goals. I've moved since the last time I was recording, and yeah, a lot of life changes have kind of happened in the meantime of since I've been making, you know, or since I was making videos last. So before I go on into the topic of what I wanted to talk about, I kind of wanted to talk, about what the channel's future is going to be for anybody who's recorded and cares. I don't really know if I'm going to put regular content out. I'm going to try to. Obviously, that's part of my goal, but this is kind of a hobby, and I'm not really super invested in it. It's just something therapeutic for me. So, if this, my goal was never for this channel to blow up and be something fantastic. If it does, great, but that's not what this is for. This is kind of a venting, just an area for me to talk and get some thoughts out, and put it into a video with video games, because that's just a good backdrop. I don't really want to record myself, and people like video games. So, the thing I wanted to talk about today, though, is something I've been trying to strive to do with myself, and it's just improving my work ethic in general. And if you're going to spend some time and you're going to try to do something, or you're going to, you've committed your mind to doing something, you shouldn't just go through the motions of sort of doing those things. You should probably spend your time learning how to do them well, and then take the effort, just dump yourself completely into it, and do it the absolute best you can. And it's kind of hard to just jump into something like that, and a mindset like that of just like doing everything, the best that you can, pouring yourself into everything. But I've been kind of living by a mantra that I heard was rooted in the SEALs, and it is anything that's worth doing is worth overdoing, and moderation is for cowards. So I kind of want to get into what that means and how I'm applying that to my life, and what the work ethic means. What that means as far as work ethic and basically self-improvement, and some ideas I have and I've had for a long time on, I guess, being, I don't want to say the best person you can be, because you can have a really good work ethic and not be a good person, but I guess, reaching your potential. I guess the best way to start this off is in a story, and I'm a programmer by trade. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but there have been some recent events and some not so recent events in which I guess I've gone up against members of my team, and I won't go say any names or anything, because I want to keep that all private. But about doing things the right way the first time, so we don't ever basically, so we don't ever have to do them again. But also just, doing things right the first time, even if it's easier to do things wrong. And it's kind of hard to convince people not to take the easy route, to take the hard route, when there's not that high, that there's not the foresight of what's going to come in the future, which is always more work. And you kind of want to set yourself up for success from the foundation level. And just so you have that ability to build on top of it, especially in programming. You want to build a good framework, and then you just you can build on top of the framework without going having to go back and modify code. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. Is the idea of super modular, super reusable. But not everybody sees it that way. Not everybody, gets that mentality. So, when I come into those situations where, I'm talking to somebody and I'm saying, hey, we should really do it this way, and here are some good reasons as to why we should do it this way. If they don't agree, it doesn't dissuade me, because, I'll just do it anyway. I'll do it the right way anyway, and I'll work, 16 extra hours of pay period, or I'll do what it takes to get it done the right way, because I don't, why am I going to dump myself into wasting my time? Like, there should be a building. You shouldn't do the same things over and over again just because they're easy, just because they worked in the past. You should always strive to do better. You should always be building. You should always be trying to make things easier, make things better, not just doing these one-off fixes with these one-off, I guess, solutions to problems. And it all comes down to time and willingness to put in time. And I guess I'm a little younger, and I'm a little more willing to put in the time to show the benefits of doing things the right way the first time. It does take longer, it is harder, it's going to take more time, but the product you end up with is a lot better quality.
A gift?
So I guess in life, if you were to take that same lesson and you were to, I don't know, let me think of something. If you wanted to be the best fisherman, you could probably go out there with a rod and a reel and some worms, and you could probably catch fish somewhat successfully. And you could say, okay, this is good enough, this is exactly what I wanted to do, and you could continue to do it that way. Or you could dump the time in, do your research, do a lot of research up front, see what's worked for other people. Maybe worms aren't the best thing, maybe night crawlers or something else crazy is. Maybe grilled cheese sandwiches work the best, I don't know. I'm not a fisherman. But you could dump the time in, and you could do some research up front, and then once you've done that research up front, you can go out and try things, and try new things every time, building on top of the things that you learned last time. Maybe fishing at night's better, so you learn that, so you go at night, and then you try different baits, and then you try different things, and basically what you end up doing is you end up building yourself up to be the absolute best that you can be. But you're always trying new things to try to make yourself better. And you're always going to continue to get better. But if you just continue to go out with a worm and a rod every single time, it's not going to be, you're just going to do the same thing every single time. And that's just not what I'm about. I'm about taking it to the next level. I'm about doing everything the right way the first time. And if I'm going, especially with like my career, if I'm going to say I do something, I want to be the best at it. Not just in my company. I literally want to be the absolute best at what I do. Because there's no excuse not to be. Like, if you say that you've committed yourself to doing something, you should be good at it. You should be great at it. You should spend the time to become good at it. So I guess that's kind of my topic for this video. I guess it's kind of a bit of a ramble, but it's something that I kind of feel and I wanted to get off my chest, and something I would like, I guess, other people to take to heart, because I don't think a lot of people think this way. Like, a lot of people go in trying things, and it's okay to try things. You know, not saying don't go out and try something new, and especially if you're trying something new, don't expect right away to be the best. It's going to take a lot of time, but if you're going to try something, don't just stick with what you did the first time, or what's worked in the past, because what you do is you end up in a rut and you stifle innovation, and you can pull other people down, and it's just a bad spiral. Because then people look at you and they're like, oh, well, this is working for him or her, it's working, I'll just do that, that must be the way it's done. And that's not how we progress as a society. Like, somebody had to try something different to get where we are. Somebody had to think of something outside of the box, outside of the realm of something other people were doing. And I guess I'm just about progress. And, I guess I'm just about being the best that I can be. I guess I rambled on again there. But, well, like and subscribe the video, or like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Well, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more. I appreciate your guys' time. Those of you who have stuck with me, I appreciate the fact that you've watched this video. And please comment and let me know what you think about this. Do you think I'm crazy? Is it crazy to try to be the best at everything you do? Because some people have told me it is. Some people have told me there's always going to be somebody better. In my mind, there's got to be somebody who's the best. Like, at anything. I mean, there's got to be the best hopscotch player. I don't know how you measure the skills, but there's got to be somebody who's the best at everything. So if you think I'm crazy, let me know. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you. Bye.